about differentiation in brand. You know, how do you become the red umbrella in the sea of black umbrellas? You know, if you're like everybody else, you know, then you drive it. Then you're competing purely on price. So the whole idea, and I mentioned earlier about you know, blue ocean, and I think, you know, just for the fun of it, you may want to consider looking at just doing that, because at least, perhaps, maybe you can come up with just a different way of doing something that you're doing within your organization. But in the exercise for blue ocean, basically, what it tells us is draw the industry curve. If these are the factors that you compete on, right? Let's say you compete on price, you compete on quality, you compete on geography, you compete on service, whatever. And what level of offering do you have? So this is the level of offering, right? So draw the industry curve. So let's say pricing is a big, you know, it's a big deal. So you do this, right? You do that. Okay, here's your industry curve. This is what the industry does. Then step back, draw your curve. What are you doing? Right? If all of a sudden you're doing this, guess what? You're doing what everybody else is doing. Very little differentiation. So, you know, so there's a process there by, you know, looking at how can you start, you know, increasing certain things, decreasing certain things, eliminating, you know, activities, adding stuff, so that somehow you can diverge your company curve from the industry curve. And I'm not saying that this is something that is easy to do. Actually, it's pretty hard to do. But if you go through this exercise, maybe you find out something within your organization that you can sort of modify and change it and give you a little bit of an advantage. And the companies have done that. Some companies have done total, just unbelievable what they've done in this arena. Cirque du Soleil. Anybody been to a Cirque du Soleil? You know, it's in Vegas, or, you know, I think they brought it here. You know, they're not even a circus and they're not theater, but it's a combination of both. And they've basically created their own market share. And there's all kinds of